Yes.
Midnight Mike.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Cringe.
No. Incorrect.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another fun-filled podcast adventure. Hooray. Yes, my name's Midnight Mike. Joe is over there on screen joining us live from somewhere in the heart of Texas.
Go back to work.
You want me to, I will.
No. We've all worked enough for today. We're going to take a nice break, a little detour from working and talking about the news. Play some Alex Jones clips of the week, and we're going to figure this whole thing out.
Yes.
I think we can. We've been doing this show long enough, Joe. Can't we figure out what is going on?
We haven't done it yet. I don't know that we're ever going to.
I think we got a pretty good idea what's going on at this point. Don't you think? I think we got a pretty good idea what's going on.
It's all bullshit, I think, is what that's the takeaway.
Yeah, a lot of the news repeats. We've been doing the show. You and I have been doing the show since 2013. And a lot of the news. Can you believe that? 13 years.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it sounds about right. And a lot of the news does repeat. There's a lot of political animosity that never ceases. The paranormal news gets recycled over and over again. There's always promise of big revelations, reveals, new information. We don't get really too much. So if it is a simulation, they have it on rinse and repeat. And I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to enjoy it the best I can. And there's no better source to really understand the rinsing and repeating than Alex Jones, Clips of the Week. Here we go. We're going to get started.
Look out.
Yes. And just for the record, so people who just listen at home, Cretched made a grand appearance right here.
Cretched.
Yeah, Cretched is here.
Why is it a grand appearance?
Well, you know, but he's going to saunter in, like kind of stealthily.
I don't saunter, I sashay.
Yeah.
Oh, Cretched.
Well, we got Alex Jones Clips of the Week to let us know about everything that's going on in his world and maybe yours. Here we go.
But I want to just leave and eat my lunch, listen to him, because he's better when I'm not here, though he wants me to stay with him. Here's a little bit of Monty Python. Here's the breast right here for you. How do we get babies to suck better? I just want to vomit. I'm going to go ape shit.
Oh.
Insider trading. I invented the internet. Now suck on this. Oh, you like playing with that breast. So what? They're going to stick in there your wife was a hooker. That is a sick, warped mind. I was on a telephone call with lizards.
There's some good ones in there, but also some scandalous ones. Very scandalous.
I know he's reading stuff from the Epstein files, but it's...
Yeah, it doesn't come off very well. It's downright creepy. Like this one's good. I like this one.
Insider trading.
That's a good one. You can shout that every time you walk into Congress, and someone will turn their head. And this one's not bad either.
Now suck on this.
It's kind of like he's hosting a game show, and they revealed something behind a curtain.
Yes, because that's Richard Dawson used to say that all the time.
Yes, he did. He was a creep. Remember we had that story where he gave everyone herpes? Allegedly.
He used to kiss everybody.
Yeah, and he like the whole cast and crew and guests of the Family Feud came down with herpes.
Now suck on this.
All right, we're going to go to Monday, the 23rd. Here we go. This is going to be fun.
Boom. Go ahead and unmute yourself there. If I seem frustrated at first, it wasn't you. I this phone system we've had forever. When we go to you, it goes, psh. That's just what the system does, let you know you're on air. And then everybody always thinks they're off air. It's happened like 50,000 times in my life. I have to hear you. Am I there? Am I there? Am I there? Now, give us the pizza and the beef jerky. So Dr. Stephen Greer joins us. So much fun murdering the black people. That ain't pork. That ain't chicken. That's not a turkey. We just killed a bunch of N-words last night. We taste like pork, folks. World War Z. Yeah, we killed a bunch of moon crickets last night. Yeah, we killed a whole bunch of N-words. Yesterday was a great hunt.
Yeah, that was in the Epstein files. They used a lot of derogatory terms, certainly. I don't know what's worse, the derogatory terms or the cannibalism. It's tough to know. Toss up.
That's ChatGPT. It'll tell you.
You know what? I bet ChatGPT would side on the derogatory terms being a little bit worse than cannibalism, but I don't know. I'll try that out later.
You're probably right. Actually, Joe, I'm gonna go with that. Words are violence.
Mm-hmm.
That's far worse than eating somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, if you are about ready to be eaten, your life's over anyways. It's not that bad. But if someone's harassing you with words, that's persistent over a very long period of time.
Let's balance it out for a second. One of them involves literal murder,
mm-hmm.
and the other, somebody said mean stuff on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll ask ChatGPT right now.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Actually, let me play this. Let me play this next clip here. Tuesday. Here we go. It's a long one.
Get out of the bathtub. God, I'm lucky. I'm 13. I'm 14. I'm dating the beauty queen. God likes beef fajitas, folks. God likes the way the moon looks and the sun looks. God likes all the galaxies. God likes us. God likes the sparrow in the field. Good God. You want me to read this on air? I'm 11 years old, about 20 doors down. There's this 16-year-old girl, jet black hair, beautiful, single mom, older brother. She was into witchcraft. I lost my virginity to her. Hit puberty about 10. I'm like 14, look like I'm 20. I was super good looking back then, and they just wanted me because they could pick up on the energy, just like Tom Cruise. Let me take a bath. Now, a real cake of light is semen, menstrual blood, and that of a murdered, sacrificed baby. This has menstrual blood in it. This is crazy town. This is got my menstrual blood in it. Unbelievable. During a break, I was eating some pizza, playing a promo.
Oh, you got them all in there. Now, Gretchen, your ChatGPT might respond differently than mine, but I asked a question during that. It said, what is worse, calling someone a bigoted word or eating them? And this is how it rationalizes. It says, eating them is worse. Eating someone is physical violence that can kill or gravely harm a person, permanently removes their autonomy. Well, only if you remove their legs, I guess, right? And is among the most extreme direct harms you can do. Calling someone a bigoted word is abusive and can cause real psychological harm, intimidation, or social harm, sometimes severe and long-lasting, but it's not the same category as immediate irreversible bodily harm like consuming a person. But then it goes on to say, if what you're really getting at is can words be as bad as violence, words can absolutely be traumatic and can contribute to climate where violence becomes more likely. But in a direct comparison, the act of eating a person is categorically worse than calling them words. So there you go. Words, not as bad as eating them. Yeah! I'm going to call that a win for humanity right there, Cratchit.
Yes.
All right.
So I've got ChatGPT pretty well trained to be a jerk.
Oh, good.
So if you want its response, I'll...
Yeah. Type it. Same question. The same question.
The idea that mean words are worse than cannibalism is the philosophical equivalent of stubbing your toe and declaring it medically worse than being eaten. Look, words can hurt. Bigotry is ugly. Language shapes culture. Nobody serious is denying that. But when someone says a nasty sentence is morally worse than literally consuming another human being, we've officially left the realm of ethics and entered interpretive dance. Cannibalism is not problematic discourse. It's a felony with side dishes. If someone calls you a slur, that's vile. If someone eats you, that's the end of your Yelp reviews. There's a categorical difference here that matters. Harmful speech can wound psychologically, socially, and culturally. Cannibalism involves homicides, desecration, irreversible physical destruction, and frankly, a recipe. If words were worse than death, then courtroom sentencing would look wild. Your Honor, he consumed 3 people. And did he use insensitive language? No. Well, then I see no aggravating factors. And it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, it's very verbose over there. I got mine trained to be concise.
No. I want attitude, and I want my AI to be a jerk.
Okay, well, you did it.
To be fair, I tweaked the prompt slightly and used the phrase, or used the word roast.
Well, okay. You did it. Let's go to the last one. We have Wednesday's last one. Here we go.
Bill Gates is circling the toilet bowl. Blacks are weeds we got to kill. God, the whole song's so good. Hey, rent kids for your party. Here's a bunch of them. I want to kill everyone. I become Punch Drunk. So everyone's obsessing on grape soda and cheese pizza. These people are sick. We're pussies. And it's just a fact. What does grape soda and cheese pizza mean?
Okay. There we go. Maybe we'll find out in next season what grape soda and pizza really mean. But as of right now, we just don't know what it all means. It's all up in the air.
I'm pretty sure we know what it means, but that's probably somehow racist.
You know, how fresh is the walnut sauce? I want to put it on my pizza.
Yes.
Who wouldn't?
It's I've never heard of walnut sauce on a pizza. Never once. Never once. And I've been to a lot of hot dog parties.
A hot dog party.
But no, this is crazy. You might have more on Epstein in your segment, right, Joe? Maybe?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think, I got a little tired of it.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of stuff I saved, but I don't know if I need to talk about it.
We'll move on. I got some headlines over here, very important ones. Some relatively important news, yes. I'll bring this one up first. So with Trump's announcement that he directed the Department of War, I'm going to try to say, it's the Department of War to release all material related to UFOs and UAPs as long as it doesn't compromise national security. People have been going bonkers. They've been going crazy. And John Greenwald of blackvault.com, who probably has the biggest archive of FOIA request documents, chimed in on Twitter saying, hey, I'll point you in the right direction. You just come talk to me. And he's constantly tweeting at Hegseth, and rightfully so, because this guy, he knows where at least the papers are buried, maybe not the bodies, but he knows where the papers are buried. But something curious happened to his infamous Black Vault site.
By the way, real quick, just as an aside, did I hear that Alex Jones had Stephen Greer on?
Yes, he did.
Interesting.
And I might have a clip of that if I got time. I'll see what I have time for.
You better have time.
Yeah.
I want to hear what's going on. But back to Black Vault.
So Black Vault's archive wiped hours after Trump's UFO file pledge. Coincidental timing. Yes, the site, which offers a huge collection of declassified government documents, saw its archive disappear overnight. Founded and maintained by researcher John Greenwald Jr., the Black Vault has been up since 1996. It offers up an enormous archive of declassified files from everything from UFOs and aliens to secretive CIA mind control and remote viewing experiments. On the night of February 20th, however, something went very wrong. Mere hours after President Trump announced that he would be ordering the agency's heads to release all files related to the UFO phenomenon, the entire archive held at the Black Vault disappeared. According to Greenwald, the issue wasn't hardware or file corruption. Someone had seemingly logged into the server and deleted the files deliberately. Exactly how someone had achieved this remains unclear. An investigation by the hosting providers seemed to show that the directory's permissions had mysteriously changed. On the plus side, Greenwald had kept a secure backup of everything that was deleted and was able to restore the files to the server shortly afterwards, ensuring very little downtime. How this happened in the first place, however, remains a mystery that has yet to be solved. Very curious. I mean, that's some pretty cool hacker stuff right there. I'm assuming, like, having a website around for that long, you probably know a thing or two about web security, especially with your hosting company, and just to have a direct login, which that's what it appears. Pretty significant. That's pretty hardcore, and to do it the day after this Trump pledge. I don't know how could this be a threat, because they probably would assume, whoever did this, that this guy is savvy enough to have a backup, or maybe they just were hoping that these archives would just be gone and Greenwald or anybody else couldn't point Hexeth in the right direction to start asking very uncomfortable and inconvenient questions. Who knows? It's a interesting little piece of cybercrime, though.
Well, who did it?
We're never going to know who did this, Cretched.
Well, you got this from this like Indian site. Is this even real?
Nah.
It's Jeff Goldberg.
Jeff Goldberg did it, okay? You happy now? We got a name.
Tom Pappard,
cyber criminal hacker, black hat.
I was going to say, I assume he's just going to put his backup stuff on there.
Yeah, and he did that. He's anybody who's done any sort of website development maintenance. You keep files local, man. You don't put them all up there in the cloud. The cloud will float away, dude. But that's just one little tidbit there of information. So in relation,
do we have any news on who did this?
No, there's no news on who did this. So
I did find an MSN version of this story.
We would have to. So here,
which redirects from Daily Mail. How deep is this? So
the hosting company, in John Greenwald, would have to provide logs of where this person connected from, and even then, if they got the IP address, it's inevitably going to trace back to probably some VPN in East Jesus that you're not going to be able to find out really the party behind it. Now, if it happens to be a login directly from DC, that might be a little telling, but I doubt that. But we don't know. We saw curious sloppy work with Charlie Kirk and how people in Israel and DC were Googling names of the hospital and the people involved in the assassination weeks before the event. You'd imagine that they would try to use a VPN, but maybe they didn't. Maybe it's a little sloppy. Who knows? They just don't care.
He's saying that he blames this on bad timed maintenance.
Really? Not a cyber hack?
In the tweeter's post.
I want it to be a hack, though, Cretched. Can we get it to be a hack? That's a little bit more salacious. No? Okay.
Well, I'm scanning through two different articles here trying to find out. He says, in my honest opinion, I feel it was very odd time server maintenance done by the hosting provider that went awry. They didn't catch it. When I did, they didn't take blame. There was no way to fully prove what happened and by whom. Could I be wrong? Yes. Could it have been foul play? I can't rule that out.
You can't rule it out, Cretched. We're not ruling it out.
Or is it just some schmuck who works for the hosting company? Who's the hosting company?
We don't know. Probably GeoCities.
It's GeoCities.
It's the last Angel Fire site out there. The very last one.
Yeah, there's no further detail here on who was hosting this or why it got deleted or any of that.
So I do have just a 1 minute clip from Greer on Alex Jones, and they talk for I think a good 45 minutes, and it's always nice to see two legendary people in the conspiracy field talk. And Jones is interested in this stuff. He has his opinion on the UFO phenomenon. He believes that they're demons, or not demons, all of them, but
interdimensional.
There's a demonic element to it, but he also recognizes that there is a military abduction phenomenon where it's military guys dressing up like monsters and abducting people. So, but here's Dr. Stephen Greer, and don't you forget it. He is a doctor. Very important.
And an actual medical doctor, too, not like, say, medical Dr. Joe Biden.
Yeah, I think he's an ER doctor, which is no joke. That's a tough one to be. Not like a foot doctor.
Foot doctor.
Barely a doctor. Here we go.
You're going to get letters now.
I will. Oh, shit. Let me rewind this thing a little bit. I had it panned down.
Let me play this clip. So this is Michael Kratsios. This is the chief scientist for Trump last year saying we control time and space. And that goes directly to what you're saying. So here's the clip.
We seem to have lost focus and vision, to have lowered our sights and let systems and structures and bureaucracies muddle us along. But we are capable of so much more. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow and improve productivity.
And he goes on. So what are they talking about there?
Well, I don't know specifically what he was referring to or whether he was read into some of the tech we have that Ben Rich of the Skunk Works, Lockheed Skunk Works talked about. But yeah, I mean, you look at technologies we have that we are capable of altering space-time. We can cause something to literally vanish from one point in space and appear at another, and not just on a particle or atomic basis, but on a macro basis. So those technologies that have been perfected by these human covert programs, imagine them in the hands of sociopaths.
So they're just talking about the possible awesome technology that the U.S. may have and that may be revealed over the course of the next decade to 15 years if disclosure goes according to plan. But during this segment, Greer says that there's two groups of people around Trump right now in relation to UFOs. You have one side that is hoping for a nice positive disclosure, meaning that they'll roll out disclosure. They'll acknowledge some off-world thing, maybe recognize Roswell and how we reverse engineered technology, and that we do have this amazing technology, and we're going to start to build a better future. Talking about Star Trek here, Joe. We're talking about going to the stars. We're talking about the Federation, all that kind of stuff.
I know that.
Then there's another group of people around Trump, two of them specifically according to Greer, and they're more on the Lou Elizondo side of the issue, where these are people like James Clapper, Lou Elizondo. You have Hal Puthoff over there, I believe, as well too, where they view, or at least they're positioning the UFO phenomenon as a threat, and that requires money and military might.
Space Force.
Two different stories. Who's Trump going to listen to? Which story is going to be told? We will find out maybe in May or July 8th.
Whatever happened to Space Force anyway?
I don't know. It's it kind of went quiet a little bit, didn't it?
Space Force.
I think they're really good.
Maybe everybody forgot about them.
I think they're really good. I think they decided it's very difficult to get into space. Let's focus on computers. And so they have a really good cybersecurity division over there at Space Force. Yeah, because space computers, you can't have one without the other. Space Force.
The space is in the computer.
Yes. Now you understand it. Now you know what Trump was going for. He had it all thought
out. They realize that no one's checked up on them in a while, and every time somebody comes by, they all turn off the lights and hide.
Yeah, they are kind of like the redheaded stepchild of the military branches, because it is its own branch of military, which is
supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
All right, I'm going to move on. I got another story, very important story. I don't know why this is being.
That's all you have from Stephen Greer?
I mean, that's all. I mean, I kind of gave you everything that he said. I can find another clip real quick because
how long was his segment on?
An hour. 1 hour.
1 hour, and you got 1 minute.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of other things to get to, and plus,
right?
Yeah, there is. I mean, I think I kind of encapsulated a good chunk of what people need to know. There's people around Trump. They're telling them two different stories, and we have technology, and we may or may not see it. Okay. But we're going to move on.
Well, those bring you on next time that's a book and Stephen Greer.
I'm very concise. Greer is long-winded. We all know this. Now, I do have two. This is your choice here. We have for whatever reason, this is going viral again. And the headline is Declassified Files Detail CIA's Little-Known Behavioral Control Program. That's the headline, and it has to do with Project Artichoke and MKUltra. It's going viral again for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Why? This is just also what's the other one? MK Monarch.
Yeah, I don't know if they mentioned Monarch in the article. And then I have an article here. What would it mean for a baby or just a young person growing up on Mars? Like, what would that do to your body? Would you grow up with 3 heads, maybe a weird heart on the outside of your body? They're actively talking about this kind of stuff. If someone's born on Mars, what would they look like? And
there's a series of books by Kim Stanley Robinson. Red Mars, Green Mars, Blue Mars, or Red Mars, Blue Mars, Green Mars. Can't remember which is the order they're in. And this is one of the questions that comes up: is people who are born on Mars, who travel to Earth for the first time, and what that experience is like for them. All of a sudden, getting 3 times the gravity and all the rest.
Yeah, I mean the TV series, The Expanse, covers this type of real science fiction, which and they did a really good job at. Have you ever seen The Expanse, Gretchen?
Yeah, I read the books and I'm pretty sure I saw the whole TV series.
It's good.
It got
I liked
weird
it
at the end where they just wrote their own stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. It might be a little too slow for some people, but I like my science fiction to be somewhat boring and slow.
And we've talked about this show a couple of times. The For All Mankind alternate history series.
I started that one on the
HBO.
Yeah.
It's
on Apple TV.
That one has a big focus on Mars and people born on Mars.
Don't ruin it,
stuff like
okay? I'm just 2 episodes
They go to
in.
Mars, Mike. There's a spoiler.
God, no.
First they go to the moon, then they go to Mars. Woo.
Okay, none of those stories that you like. How about this one? I got another headline here. There is a bizarre weight loss trend that has people using cling film as a mouth condom for food.
What?
Pass.
All right, we're going to do. You said what? We're going to talk about this. This is bizarre. This is a new trend. We're going to see this on TikTok. We're talking about the trends before they happen here in the U.S., okay?
I was going to say, there's a related German trend for this that you may not want to go into.
Oh, can you search that for me and send me?
Nope, not searching for any of that.
Okay, well, there is a bizarre weight loss trend, and it has people using cling film as a mouth condom for their food.
Oh, really?
And it's kind of what you think. It's like saran wrap. You put it over your mouth, and then people are, at least in this picture, they're using chopsticks because and they're feeding themselves. But the food goes in their mouth, but it doesn't actually touch their mouth because of the mouth condom.
Okay.
Now,
this makes no sense.
This is going to be catching on in the U.S. So this is hitting Asia right now, devastating Asia. And this meme wave, this trend, it's going to catch on over here. Didn't planking? You remember planking when that was going on back in?
So on this mouth thing in Asia, so they wrap saran wrap around their face to sort of eat food, but then not eat food. But because they're eating Asian food, do they then sort of not want to eat Asian food again in an hour?
I don't know, but they're claiming this is a viral weight loss technique. Yes, there's a new viral weight loss hack sweeping Chinese social media, and it's a doozy. Young people are putting plastic wrap over their mouths to prevent any calories from making contact with their bodies. Oh, do they have a weight loss or weight gain problem over in China now? They got a bunch of fatties over there? Oh, okay. Well, they then pretend to chew the food vigorously through the film before taking the food out and throwing it away. The premise of this bizarre trend is pretty straightforward. The plastic wrap acts as sort of a mouth condom that prevents you from ingesting any calories, while at the same time allowing you to trick your brain into thinking that it is going to receive nutrition. This allegedly helps you feel satisfied without actually consuming any calories.
Oh, no.
I don't know if that works.
No, you don't get any of the pleasure. I would think chew it up, spit it out would be at least you get to taste it, or do Hunger Games shit where you just, or like Rome or Fall of Rome stuff where you eat it, you puke it out, and you go eat it again.
Yeah.
A different one, not the puke.
This is a bizarre. I'm sure doctors are chiming in with this one, but experts warn that the new trend has all the signs of a major health crisis as it promotes behavior that could lead to serious eating disorders like bulimia or anorexia. Okay,
Open your mouth and show me.
as it wires the brain to derive pleasure from food's tastes and textures without the calories. So you're just basically, you're trying to trick your brain, and it's like, oh yeah, the texture's there. and you can probably even smell it, but there's nothing there.
Smoking. It's the same thing.
Look, they got pictures of people with these mouth condoms, and then they're shoving like cheesecake in there. I see a guy with a brownie, and the guy he could eat like 5 brownies. He's not going to gain that much weight. Look, he's like
I don't
a
think
thin
that's
guy.
a brownie.
Oh, you don't think that? Okay, maybe that's not a brownie, but my point stands.
This is.
Are these people taking their mouth condoms out to dinner with them? And so at like a restaurant, they order a full meal, full price, and then they just do this in front of people? That seems a little ridiculous.
That's for damn sure.
Those engaging... I'm sorry.
I'd be concerned about them inhaling plastic wrap.
I'm not...
Get that in your lungs.
So concerned about that.
Also, if they go out to dinner to do this, they only need to order one serving, right? Because they can all chew it, spit it out, and have the next person.
I suppose you're right. They're cheap dates at this point. Yeah.
I like to eat.
Those engaging in this bizarre weight loss hack also risks ingesting large quantities of microplastics, as chewing against the plastic wrap is bound to release small bits of tiny plastics mixed with the saliva and ends up in the respiratory or digestive system of the person, causing all sorts of complications.
Man, that does not taste too good.
By the way, do not do a browser, search engine query for Chinese mouth condom.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Do not do this.
Hawk's all on board. He just got his laptop out. He's ready to start.
I was kind of hoping we could find some more stories about this trend. No. It goes weird really quick.
Although the plastic wrap eating started out as a weird experiment, it quickly evolved into a full-fledged internet trend, racking up millions of views and sparking intense debates online. I'm surprised the Chinese government hasn't put the kibosh on this, but maybe they're running their own psychological experiments over there on their people, much like we do ours here. This seems a little bit more benign.
Tell them to wrap their face in plastic wrap. See if that works.
Yeah.
They're doing it.
Tell them to wear 3 masks, okay?
I saw someone wearing a mask today, and I thought, wow, look, they were at a coffee shop. I walked past, and there's someone who's wearing a mask, and it was one of those just crappy, like, blue surgical masks. I was like, oh, well, they're either on their way to surgery or they're an idiot.
I watched this a little bit of the State of the Union last night with Trump, and the camera panned, and there was somebody, maybe a reporter there, wearing a mask. Absolutely ridiculous. But Trump did come out strong in the State of the Union, big time.
Food, bacon, ham, apples.
Did he wrap his face in saran wrap and put food, bacon, ham, apples in there and spit it out?
That should be our artwork, Gretchen. Can you get Trump with a mouth condom on, eating food, bacon, and hams? Because he's trying to lose weight. If anybody needs to lose weight, Trump could shave off a few pounds, that's for sure.
I do have a GIF up related.
Okay,
to that,
let's take a look at this GIF real quick. Oh yeah, that's basically what they're doing in China. They like doing this in China.
China.
Xi Jinping does this when he visits overseas. All right. Well, I got just a few more headlines, maybe even one more. It depends how the story goes. Here's one. X-Files reboot is still in the works with the new female lead in the cast. So they're trying to reboot the X-Files with a female lead. So
the last one had a female lead. How do you reboot it with a female lead?
I don't know. You shouldn't have to try to reboot the X-Files. You just do it. Either people want to see it or not. I don't know. It depends on who is writing it. If we're going to get a Star Trek Academy, no thanks. Also have a headline here, man fired.
Wait, when's the new X-Files come out? You just ran right past
It's still in the works. So the reboot is coming, Gretchen. I'll show you that there's no news with this article. Here it is. The return of the iconic 90s TV series will feature 2 leads and looks set to carry on the whole show where it left off. So they're picking up where they left off. Great. Okay. The X-Files debuted in 1993. Yes. The original show ran until 2002 and spawned 2 feature films before returning for a brief time for 2 seasons in 2016 to 2018. This would seem to have been the end of it, but in 2023, Fox revealed that it was developing a new animated comedy series based on the show entitled The X-Files Albuquerque. An animated X-Files show that's comedy?
I'm assuming, when they read when they pitched that show using that description exactly, the executives in the room had the same reaction I did. Just
This is
confusion,
bullshit.
silence, and then just left for lunch.
Ultimately, failed to materialize, but then another more conventional reboot of the show was announced, this time with Ryan Coogler at the helm. I don't know Ryan Coogler, but he seems to be a man of note.
Done, what did he do? He did the story about the BART shooting, and then he did one of the Black Panther films, I think.
All right.
And then he just do one. What's the one? I can't. Dang it. With Michael B. Jordan, and it came out earlier this year. I don't remember.
Isn't the new X-Files is getting the Netflix treatment?
It might be. We'll see here. Depends on where it debuts.
They're tossing some black folks into the alien world.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, totally fine.
Daniel Deadweller has been tipped to play one of the leads, although there's no word on who her partner will be played by. The show, or Danielle, I'm sorry. The show will be headed up by Ryan Coogler of Sinners fame. And
I believe it's just Coogler. There's no I in there. So.
Did I say Coogler?
Yeah, 7 times.
Okay, well, I like that. It's a funny name.
It's all nonsense.
Too highly decorated, but...
Could Shatner be her partner?
Oh, I would love that. It'd be great. Fantastic. You got it. Like a young chick, old guy.
95-year-old Shatner, trying to solve mysteries of the paranormal.
Yeah, so 2 highly decorated but vastly different FBI agents form an unlikely bond when they're assigned to a long-shutter division devoted to cases involving unexplained phenomena. Sounds familiar. Sounds like the X-Files to me. It remains unclear whether or not the show's original stars will return as cameo roles. Well, and the company's not doing much, right? So get him over there.
What is he doing?
I think he is battling sexual addiction.
He's counting his X-Files money.
Given the huge success that was enjoyed by the X-Files when it ran in the 90s, a time when interest in the unexplained and paranormal UFOs was at an all-time high, it will definitely be an uphill struggle for a reboot to recapture the faction of its predecessors. So, or even a fraction of its predecessors. But I was struggling with this because paranormal and UFO stuff has never been bigger. It's never been more mainstream. They sell Bigfoot magnets everywhere you go, stickers, bumper stickers, car plate, everything. The paranormal is overexposed at this point. So if you're going to do it now. People will watch.
Well, especially as they're talking about, disclosure of UFOs and paranormal stuff. And
it's perfect time.
Something that would have been skipped over on newscasts, even 5 years ago is now just commonly talked about.
Yeah.
So
now is the time. Now is the time to do it.
What is it, Mike?
Well, like I said, Gretchen, no release time for this. They're just still talking about it.
Maybe this is one of those articles they announce it to see what the reaction is.
Yes, I think they're just throwing it out there, chumming the waters, see if it generates any conversation online by stupid people like me.
By the way, I do have this image.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not great, but
let's see that. So Trump, he's wearing plastic over his. I guess he's at the State of the Union, and he brought a lot of food with him. I mean, I guess Secret Service helped him carry all that food in there. I see. Why is Mike Pence behind him? Shouldn't it be J.D. Vance?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, look at that. Good job, AI, idiots.
Yeah. That's the only thing I found wrong with the image. I see Pelosi back there. I'm okay with that.
She wouldn't be there.
I know, but I would be okay with that. But
now I have to fix that. Golly.
It's still good. Still good. All right, just some more headlines before I pass it over to Joe. I had a headline here. Turns out generative AI was a scam. They're just upset that it's not working out. It costs a lot of money. And also, I had a story, another hacking story, how a man accidentally gains control over 7,000 robot vacuums.
No. Don't step on my stuff.
Oh, you got that? Good. I'm glad you were talking about it.
What?
And then, real quick, before I pass it over to Joe, Christian, have you heard of this new battery, the solid-state battery from Donut Labs?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
you're a tech guy.
Solid-state batteries have been around for decades.
Well, apparently they got this new one.
What's the chemistry on it?
Well, they're being a little cagey on it. And
do they want investors?
Maybe. But it's supposed to be, if the science pans out, this could be the battery that changes everything for batteries, pretty much.
Is it like a supercapacitor?
Yeah, it seems to have a super high capacity and small size, and here it is. I'll just read it from The Verge before I pass it over to Joe, and maybe I'll do a longer segment on this on Saturday. But yeah, Donut Labs only released charge rate information so far, along with the countdown to the next release of test results. While they appear to want to create some controversy to drag on for as long as possible for publicity, at least they are moving in the right direction when it comes to releasing information to the public. And so it's a fast charging performance test they have here. And from The Verge says, since announcing earlier this year that it was on the cusp of a major battery breakthrough, Finnish startup Donut Labs has faced a lot of questions and plenty of skepticism about its production-ready solid-state battery. Could the company really make a fast-charging battery at scale while avoiding some of the theoretical production headaches that have stymied past efforts? Today, Donut Labs sought to dispel some of those myths. So this could be a big, big breakthrough. Big if true.
Or it could be all made up.
Could be. It could be just looking for some quick investment money. And
this is like the cold fusion stuff.
I'm still hoping for that one. All right.
By the way, I have concern. I mean, chemistry aside, the chemical engineering aside on like how they would build these solid state battery supercapacitors, whatever they are. What's it? Lithium polymer. There's another one. Everyone is focusing on like speed of charge rate. You see these even in phones now. Oh, I can charge at 250 watts.
That's awesome.
And like, is it though? Because people are generally bad with their phones, or bad with their cabling, they're bad with general maintenance on things. This is going to cause some fires.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, live fast, die young. You know, I got to charge fast. I need fast charging batteries. I got to charge my phone in 2 minutes. I got places to be.
I ain't got time to wait.
Yeah, I got time to wait.
Well, the holy grail for this is electric cars. So you could go in, just like you can at a gas station. You can fill up at a gas station in between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on the size of your gas tank in your vehicle. So they want this for batteries. So you could pull up and just, plug in and get a super quick charge over there. I don't know.
And robot armies.
High wattage connection there.
Robot armies too, Cratchit. Because the faster you can recharge your robot soldier, the faster you can get it out on the battlefield to start killing humans.
Yes.
Okay. Joe, are you ready to do your thing?
Hey, it's Alex Jones. Like Andrew Jackson.
Did you see this thing about Candace coming back on the air?
I saw she's come back in a big way with a documentary.
She's coming back in a big. There's no other way for her to come back.
She is probably the biggest political streamer at this point, or maybe not the biggest, but she's the number
one podcast.
I would say she's
Earth.
the most talked about. Definitely.
I think the numbers are she's first place, if I'm not mistaken. She was for a minute, anyhow. So she came back. She's got this trailer. It's a good mix of people and some of the. I mean, yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, it reminds me of, don't talk about the lab, don't talk about the laptop, don't talk about the vaccines, don't talk about Pizzagate. Don't talk about any, you know what I mean? Like, don't talk about Ukrainian labs. Don't talk about 9/11. So they've got everybody out there. It reminds me of the early days of Dig and Reddit. If you remember, you're like, is this being manipulate it? And then you would always be called crazy if you're like, yeah, it's coming from a military base in South Carolina, all this traffic. So you would be crazy because you would think like, oh, there's too much, of the same messaging happening. I feel like we're being astroturfed. Well, just saying that, you're a conspiracy theorist, so shut up.
Well, let's check this out. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, let's watch it.
I'm excited about this trailer. I'm all on board. Totally. I've been watching Jimmy Dore, and Jimmy Dore has been doing a great job covering the Charlie Kirk stuff with the other guy. Not Kirk, but he's had some guy on lately, but it's fantastic.
President Trump says that Kirk has died after he was shot from a nearby building
after being shot at Utah Valley University.
The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead.
The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
I didn't even get to give him a kiss goodbye.
That young man, I forgive him.
Take your time.
Erica Kirk has been named the new CEO of Turning Point USA.
My husband's dead. I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead.
It's weird to say excited. Describes her husband's funeral as the event of the century. Merch, hats.
We have 50,000 plus hat orders.
Nobody knows why she's out there in a glittering pantsuit in a recreated tent that her husband tragically was murdered in, throwing merch out.
Everyone grieves differently, so if someone's acting weird, don't read into that.
Zionists, the Prime Minister of Israel, all lied through their teeth about Charlie Kirk.
Her operation was in Constanta, the epicenter of Romania's trafficking scandal.
Weird conversations to have with a 15-year-old. I'm going to touch your butt.
$8.6 million to their own shell company.
What is going on?
We have nothing to hide. My aunt used to tell me, never do something that you don't want on the front page of a newspaper.
Bride of Charlie, an investigative series. I will probably be watching, if not waiting for Joe to tell me what I saw.
Dude, I know you gave me shit about it, but I've been following this really closely, and the guy that Jimmy Dore has had on, it's one of those things where when you start to put all the pieces together, it's like a lot of these things that happen, like with Sandy Hook. You're like, what? And you're like, this is definitely not. It didn't happen the way they told us. That's for damn sure.
Totally agree.
But
like the guy that Jimmy Dore has on, when
Baron Coleman,
he's breaking, he's getting these tapes, the audio tapes of the dispatchers and really lining up. He's a lawyer, and so he's like, well, this doesn't make sense. This shouldn't be like this. There's a witness that says they saw the assassination, but not as everyone else described. Where's that witness report? This guy, he's doing a really good job at marking down all the anomalies and getting it out there.
He got police audio, radio audio from somebody who had reported, and it goes on the scanner, saying there's reports of a guy going from hospital to hospital looking for the victim.
Yeah.
So that's something that was interesting. And then they found a picture of him and a description of who this shooter was, and he looks way more like the guy that shows up in the stairwell, because this Tyler Robinson is all soft in the face, like he looks gay, frankly.
Well,
and the guy who's in that stairwell, he looks like he's been trained. He's an athletic, slim. You would see it in the face. His face is like structured and sharp, and Tyler Robinson's is soft and gooey, and he was at
cute though.
He was at
built good
Dairy Queen, like a few hours after Charlie Kirk gets shot, and then he's down in some other city and getting steaks at some steakhouse with hanging out with his grandma. Like all the pieces that have been put together between Candace and this Baron Coleman, it's just like, yep.
So, I guess the story so far, just correct me if I'm wrong, Tyler Robinson was a patsy. He may have had thoughts about doing this, but the FBI may have planted the rifle because it was not there when the police dogs that are trained to sniff out for like gunpowder and gunpowder residue didn't find it, but 15 minutes later it showed up, and the FBI said, oh, look over there, there's a rifle. And then text messages between Tyler and his boyfriend-girlfriend just so happened to explicitly detail the mindset and the method of doing this. And like that couldn't be auto-generated in some way. Like no one's like a lot of weird
no
stuff
one ever
up front.
showed it. Well, and so apparently they took a picture of the note and then threw it away, but they had the picture of the note, like
it doesn't make any sense.
His confession, like, dude, it's so crazy. And then like we know guns. I mean, I know guns. You and Cratchit, I'm sure you do too. Like the idea that he assembled the gun on the roof and then took it apart to come down, changed his clothes all while doing this, left the screwdriver on the roof, and then disassembled the gun after getting off of the roof. It's a 30-06, by the way, and I had to unfortunately watch this on the day it happened. Like, whoa, what the hell is going on? And I know what a 30-06 is. I've known since I was in middle school when a friend of mine was a hunter, described it to me. Like, you could take a deer's head off with the right shot. So the idea that he was shot with a 30-06 to begin with is absolutely nuts. But then when Tyler Boyer or whoever it was at Turning Point asked about it, he's like, well, the doctor said that he just was really healthy and he had strong bones, and it's a miracle that it didn't go through him and hit anyone behind him. And it's like,
sure.
And the lies just stack and stack and stack. Like they said Charlie wasn't concerned about Israel, all this stuff. And then Candace, we talked about it on the show, but like James O'Keefe, wait, give them enough rope to hang themselves, and then be like, bitch, I got the receipts.
Winky, winky.
What else you got over there, Joe? This is crazy. This is crazy time.
More Twitter.
This is where things get crazy, Joe.
Is it where? No, it got crazy before.
This is where
things get really weird.
Oh yeah. Okay. Want to play this the thing from Twitter?
Just keep playing shit. It'll be like a Ford assembly line.
All right. They play videos at Ford? I like that.
I don't know.
So Candace drops a trailer for her new upcoming investigative piece into Erica Kirk's background, and the world melted down. But I want to specifically focus on this clip from Graham Allen.
Megyn Kelly, where the crap are you?
So he's where the crap? So he's calling out Megyn Kelly, which Megyn Kelly has specifically said before. I don't own Candace. Candace doesn't own me. I'm not here to police her words. It's not my responsibility to call somebody out. I'm not her. But nah, where the crap are you, Megyn?
Megyn Kelly, hello? Megyn?
So now Ben Shapiro has called Megyn Kelly a coward, and now Graham Allen is calling her a coward.
How can you stand by and do this?
How can you stand by and do this? Do what? She doesn't own Candace. It's her responsibility to police what somebody else is doing. Stand by and do nothing. Candace didn't even put it out yet. You don't even know if the information in it is true. What if it's true? What if it's a historical assessment and all of it is a fact? How could you stand by and let somebody say a thing that's true? You don't even know what it is yet.
How can you stand by and say nothing? You said that we only really are criticizing Candace Owens because of her thoughts about Israel.
Let's leave it there. You can get the idea.
Yeah, this guy seems butthurt.
Joe, who's the second guy who's speaking there? Who's not all upset, but he's much calmer.
They're saying no. So the guy the guy who posted it is he has my energy now that I'm boring and over it, apparently, from the comments on Rebel.
Well, I was just going to comment that he has the same exact voice as I can't remember the name of the director, actor, whatever, the How Can You Have Done This guy.
Oh, I see. How could you have done
Yeah,
this?
it reminded me.
A little bit. Yeah, I guess, good call, Gretchen. Let's see, can I play that? I have a little bit of his voice right here.
How could you have done this?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
About that.
So
okay.
Okay.
I sent you a tweet, but I can read it. So this is from Australia first only. The coordinated talking points are out in full force now. Candace is evil. Candace is a demon. Candace is demonic. It's like watching NPCs read from the exact same script, word for word. Now know exactly where the 7K shekels are being funneled. So that's a reference to BB saying when we're Jews, but we don't own the media. But we need to own the media. In fact, we're going to buy the media, and we're going to pay people to say things on the media. But don't say Jews own the media. That would be antiseptic. So anyway, the tweets that are in, under his their image tweets. So this is evil. This is above Candace's trailer. Quote tweets and stuff. Is this all because Charlie didn't pick Candace? This is too far. Candace Owens is that special kind of evil. If you support this, you're morally bankrupt. It is absolutely disgusting. Is it everyone? It is absolutely disgusting and evil what Candace Owens is doing to Erica Kirk. Moving on. Candace Owens is the most evil woman in podcasting. She's not just controversial. She's straight up demonic. Dresses like a conservative queen, quotes scripture, screams Christ is king, then spends months turning a grieving widow into a murder suspect for clicks. And that one goes on.
Yeah, it's a coordinated effort against her.
So yeah, we'll go to the next one, and it's kind of a lot of the same stuff. So it's really just to make a case here.
Candace is evil. I get it. We get it.
I have my own disagreements with Candace. Oh, this is the next tweet, but this is just crazy. They literally have paid smear campaigns against Candace Owens where they instruct right-wing influencers to call her demonic. None of this hate is organic or genuine. You don't loathe Zionists enough. And it's another one of these posts, but in this particular post, if you go to the second image, it looks like it's a comms. Now, like a PR comms. And they're saying it's from Turning Point. Some people dispute the authenticity here, but it says, urgent shutdown, Candace's latest smear, action needed tonight. And it just goes through and gives people instructions, talking points. Use these verbatim or close variations. Candace Owens is pure evil. Candace Owens is evil. This is demonic, straight up satanic level attack on a widow and her kids. Candace is a demon obsessed with destroying Charlie's family. How can any real Christian stay silent while she attacks Erica Kirk? So even if it is fake, this is kind of what you think.
It seems, it feels real.
Yeah, I know. And the only thing is that it would be like Hunter's laptop. Like, it's not real. It's like, well, even if it is real, I've been down this road before.
Yeah.
So then this one comes out. So Candace had Milo Yiannopoulos on not that long ago. And Milo had his sort of Me Too moment. And then he kind of disappeared for a while. But he was part of the Trump sort of movement back in 2015, 2016. I liked him. I thought he was kind of funny. Apparently he's not gay anymore. I mean, you can suck enough dick to stop. Like,
I guess he's all full, and then he circled back around.
You hit your limit. I still haven't hit it, so I'm just not doing enough. I'm not hot enough.
You're not,
I don't know.
yeah.
I'm not going to take it personally.
Yeah, I'm gay. I was told I'm gay.
Yeah. So here's Milo.
Go ahead.
Here's Milo. He says, "Did you take money to call Candace Owens a demon on X? If so, we want to hear from you. Please let me rephrase. I got my hands on the list. Fess up now, or I will name you later this week, alongside the pathetic, pitiful sum of money you accepted to do it." Okay.
Yeah, the pitiful sum. So they didn't even get paid that much. Yeah.
So they didn't get the $7,000, probably just like a few $100.
Yeah, probably.
Damn.
Well, I need
money.
Israeli Hasbara is running out of American money to pay us to lie for them. That's probably what's happening.
It is a fun game,
Yeah, man. Well, it's like the Ukraine thing. If you remember, it's total sidebar, but they were sending all this money to Ukraine so that they could send it back to Democrats to get reelected and talk about how important the democracy is in Ukraine, the most corrupt country in Europe.
There's some kind of middleman in there and involved cryptocurrency. Was that Firebase or something like that? I don't remember.
That Sam Altman-Fried was in there.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And they had the chemical weapons labs and all that kind of shit.
that went away.
I love it.
Yeah, and Metabiota and all that stuff. Like, again, they run the same playbook just around different subject matter, and they're totally unoriginal. And it's obvious, like you were saying at the beginning of the show, we kind of know what's going on.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like, and it's unfortunate because it's like we see it and we're like, God damn it.
Again?
Yeah. So here's a tweet from Matt Wallace, who's, he's I've definitely not had questions about him. He seems authentic.
Yeah, I don't know about him, but I don't feel one way or the other about Matt Wallace. But he does spam. He used to spam my Twitter feed quite a bit, and he seems to be salacious to get attention. But here he is. Full disclosure: I was offered money today to say bad things about Candace Owens and turned it down. Which I find hard to believe because this guy does anything for attention on Twitter. He is a Twitter whore. Yes. But maybe he's right. I'd like to see the proof.
Yeah, well, you'll see it. Put this next one on screen.
All right, here, these are the people who were paid to call Candace Owens evil or a demon. Whatever you think of her, smearing someone for money is morally bankrupt. Yes. At tops on the list is Cat Turd. Yes, Cat Turd, tops of the list. Verified wording, Candace Owens is pure evil. Okay. And then we have Graham Allen. We have, I don't know who that is. We have Wells Jorda. I don't know who that is. Deloge. So a number of people. Rubin Report?
Yeah, Bongino Report, Dana Loesch, Laura Loomer, of course.
Why would they even want to be involved with this? They don't need the money. They even
Rubin Report. Dave Rubin has been saying forever that Israel's not committing a genocide. Most moral army. They drop leaflets on the neighborhoods before they bomb them. You know, it's like, what in the world is like? He's like, there's no such thing as Palestine. There's never been a Palestinian people. And I think he's. At first, I thought he was lying, and now I think he's just stupid. Do you think
he's compromised?
He is a Zionist, huh?
You think he's compromised? You think they got something on him?
Oh, something's going on because him and Jordan Peterson and all those guys, they love Netanyahu and all that. Like, I don't know if Rubin. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they've got something on him doing something freaky because Candace Owens said on her show why they ended up having a falling out was, and partly why she was kind of like, I don't know if I need to hang out with Rubin, is because she thought him and his husband were grooming this very young sort of producer guy who used to work with Candace and then started working with Rubin.
That's a hell of a claim. I mean, that's a very salacious claim. You know,
it wouldn't surprise me. And the story goes that Rubin was saying, like, we think he's gay. You know, he's one of these shy kids, which when I was growing up, like, we went to college with somebody who was super shy, and I was like, he's probably gay. He had a little bit more, and then later on, I'm like, he's not gay. And I was like, well, I probably shouldn't have leaned in so hard on that one. I didn't do anything. Yeah.
Well, you never know.
But that might have put me over the edge to make me straight.
That may be. You never know. It only takes one time.
Yeah, so this lady, she's got stuff to say. It's like a minute. I don't know if we need to listen to the whole thing, but I found it interesting. And that's not the one. Sorry. Don't do Owen Shroyer because I have another. You'll have to save that one for afterwards.
I'll save Owen for later.
Save Owen for later. This is the Speak with Dee Dee.
Oh, Speak with Dee Dee. Okay. Let me see what's going on with Dee Dee. I'll get her up on screen so everyone can see Dee Dee. Here we go. Everyone's trying to speak with Dee Dee. Here we go.
Okay, now, admittedly, I have never made a point to really use Twitter or X. My presence over there is like minuscule compared to that of other platforms. So maybe it's just that I don't understand the game. But I keep seeing tweets like this one and I respond to them and then they just keep popping up. I suppose that's the algorithm at work. But like, are these people for real? Is it like you just post the most ridiculously obvious thing to like purposely rage bait people to engage with your post and that's how you get traction on X? Is that the game over there? Because I'm not going to play that. But if anybody's wondering about this, I just will take 5 seconds and explain it to you. You want to know why nobody has sued Candace Owens from Turning Point USA or Erica Kirk personally or Charlie Kirk's family or anything like that. You want to know why they haven't sued her? The answer is very simple. Because you cannot sue someone for defamation when what they're saying about you is true. Yeah. So chew on that.
Yeah.
Now suck on this.
That's exactly why, like, when she did the Macron series, and it's crazy because I didn't really have that much interest in Candace Owens until the Macron stuff, and I was like, I mean, she looks freaky, that, Bridget Macron, but I don't know. And then you start listening to her, and she, all the proof and the evidence that she starts bringing to the table, you're like, holy shit, this dude is like married to a dude in France. They're like legit. Whatever this is creepy and freaky and weird.
There's weird stuff going on there. Yeah.
Do you have a penis?
Yes,
So I started listening to her, and she doesn't just make these hyperbolic claims. Like, she says, I found out this, I found out that. She tries to verify everything. And so that was it's crazy. But nobody sued her for defamation. They sued her for harassment.
Okay. I can see that. That's a good, interesting angle.
So the same thing happened in France, and people are saying, see, people, the Macron sued these people making these claims, and so therefore Bridget is a woman. And it's like, but all the lawsuits were basically harassment lawsuits. None of them were like defamation.
Yeah, that's the big one. That's what you want.
Yeah, you don't know if it's a big one or not. That was the point of the lawsuit, is like you'd have to go to discovery, which is weird, but you'd literally have to unzip a zipper and, or go into a hospital and have an x-ray done or whatever.
Do you have a penis?
Yeah, drop it.
It's not that simple.
No, you gotta investigate, unfortunately.
You do. You gotta get your hands dirty.
Well, hopefully not too dirty. But you want to play Owen Shroyer?
We might as well. So I was going to ask you, I think Owen Shroyer's hung out with Alex Jones for so long that he picked up his intonation.
I would say that happens. When friends hang around each other, they also, maybe subconsciously, they kind of dress in similar ways. They might not realize it. They'll pick up mannerisms and things like that.
Yep.
I could see that happen to Owen right away. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll find out right now. You be the judge. Is he Alex Jones Jr.? We'll find out.
When I see this stuff from a Dan Bongino, and Bongino, maybe he is so detached now, and maybe Bongino is somewhere else now. But it's crazy to watch this, and it's like you guys have already lost the narrative. Now you seem to just be losing it completely. Not just the narrative. I mean, like, you're losing it. You're losing your minds over this stuff. And it's all projection. They say, oh, Candace has lost her minds. That's not how people see it. This is not my opinion. This is my experience. People look at this stuff and they say all of the people that are saying Candace has lost her mind, 9 out of 10 people think you've lost your mind. So here's a perfect example. So this was from Bongino's show. And he's responding. We'll play the Candace Owens teaser at the end of this. So he's responding to the Candace Owens teaser. He has his crash out moment.
Erica didn't.
He's had several crash out moments. Yeah. When he came back on, remember, he's like, what pedophile investigation? What Epstein investigation? He killed himself. I saw the tapes. Like, so he had a crash out as soon as he came back online.
Now he's just staring at the camera.
Imagine sitting there in your house and you find out from Twitter or, I don't know, a text or a phone call or that your husband was just shot in the neck for the entire world to see on social media at a public event.
It's just a Black & Decker.
I can't imagine that. I know you can't either. Then you got to go through this. And you got a bunch of absolute fucking lunatics sending her emails. You did it. Comments, tweets. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. You demonic fucking scum.
Oh, he said it. I should have.
I don't know if you need to play much more, but Owen Shroyer goes through a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, Dan's being really dramatic right now, and
totally.
Yeah, he's really leaning into it.
So, real quick, I'll try to wrap up what we got going on here. So, people have called these out. I don't know if you've seen these clips, but Erica Kirk, like Tim Dillon was saying, like it was like, your husband's been dead for like 8 days and you're wearing like a bedazzled dress with, smoke and fireworks popping off behind you.
It's not something I would wear if my husband died. That's for sure.
But
to each their own.
Coming out on stage in front of, millions of people. Like, I don't know, man. I'd be like, leave me alone for a little bit.
Yeah. Let me chill, get my life together, be with my family and figure out a path forward. And then bedazzle and get on stage.
I got to rebuild. Yeah. No, you go straight to the sparkly dress and the fireworks show.
Here she is on stage. Well, it's just music, so I'll just describe it for people listening at home. So she's on the side of the stage. Tears pour down Erica Kirk's face as she walks on the Turning Point stage. But it looks like she's doing something to her eye, like putting in eye drops or something.
It says, never forget when Erica Kirk was caught using tear solution to create fake tears before going on the
that is absolutely what is happening. There's like I know. Come on.
So then people are calling out she was, in the audience for the State of the Union, so people are noticing this. And so I'll tie it back to Candace's investigation and just why this is so compelling, why she's the #1 podcast, and why I can't. Like, her show comes out today, the first one, and you better believe I cannot wait to either go to the gym tomorrow or do whatever it takes to be like, I need an excuse to listen to something.
So this is Erica at the State of the Union and facial expression on. Yes.
So last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin.
And then sad.
And martyred for his beliefs. His wonderful wife,
yes, somber,
Erica,
engaged.
is with us tonight. Erica, please stand.
She's already standing. Oh my God.
So yeah, the most important part is the change in, I guess, facial. She's kind of smiling, and then she drops her face. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. It's a tough one.
So, let me see if
I don't have any emotions. People accuse me of not having emotions, so it's tough for me to. People call me autistic all the time, but. I don't know how other people react to these things.
I have this other clip that I want to share, but I'm just trying to figure out where the best place to start is.
Share it. Come on, share it.
It should be in the chat.
Share.
So the Fort Huachuca that keeps coming up, and Alex Jones is big on this, like it's all fake. Egyptian planes are fake. Like Alex Jones, he's another one who's crashing out on this stuff.
Exactly.
And he's having Stephen Greer on, so he'll listen to a liar.
That's right.
He's fine to spread bullshit, But he's all on this Candace thing because I bet you the Sandy Hook stuff and everything else, his $1 billion lawsuit, they got him, they'll lead him any direction he needs to go.
Exactly.
So anyway, this Mitch fella, he was at Fort Huachuca trying to track down some stuff about his history right around the 8th of September. And so he reached out to Candace because he was listening to her show or heard about her show and was like, hey, so you know what? I used to work at that fort as he was one of the people who was militarized border security, basically. And he's like, I went back because I, was discharged and I wanted to find some records and blah, blah, blah. And he said that when he got there, he saw these kinds of anomalies, and he claims to have seen people from Turning Point and even Erica Kirk on separate days, and that Fort Huachuca is actually where they do a lot of this intelligence training. They train spies. So that Mitch fella reports to Candace that he never. So let me get that part of it so that
okay.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, get the fort. I mean, I have not heard of Fort Huachuca before this event. Crashout, were you familiar with Huachuca? It's a interesting name.
Boner.
You wouldn't want people to know about it, right?
Yeah, I guess not.
Where they train spies.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I think the second one, 1947, might be a better place to drop it. But it leads to something funny, and then we can wrap it up.
Let me get this all set up nice and firm.
Dishonorable
Here we go.
Like Bridget Macron's penis.
Dishonorable discharge. They would have to pay back all the money and spend 10 years in prison. If they were also involved in murder, the sentence would be even longer. One of the reasons why Mitch Snow's story is so compelling is the way that he describes Erica Kirk.
The one thing I noticed about the woman that really stuck out to me was her eyes. And I have an ex that has caused me a lot of problems. So when I see someone with striking blue eyes like that, they stick out. And I was on the phone with my wife here, and I even told her about it. I said, "Oh, geez, somebody has those kind of eyes." It creeped me out a little bit, and it had nothing to do with that person. Just, life is what it is.
He says that Erica Kirk has unique eyes. There's something strange about her eyes. In fact, he describes it as, "It creeped me out." Mitch is not the only person who has noticed this. People have started making memes about Erica Kirk's eyes.
We did what we usually did before tours. We said our prayer, and we asked the Lord to protect us, and we asked the Lord that His will be done. That's what we did.
At one time, an employee of Turning Point, she has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now? Stop.
What I am doing is releasing myself from the enemy's hands, where he could have a foothold in me.
But also wanting justice for them here on earth.
No, of course. But we serve a just God.
Jesus, the sound is awful.
He's sovereign, but he's
Why
just.
do this?
And so let the Lord.
It's the meme part of it.
It's horrible.
It's what people are noticing.
But it gets even crazier.
Sound is
There's a drag queen who has also been commenting about this. Now, I apologize in advance for forcing you to watch a drag queen, but this is important. This is a man wearing women's clothes pretending to be Erica Kirk.
On the cross, our Savior said,
What?
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do.
Let's go.
All right.
Here is the point. Mitch Snow is not the only person saying that Erica Kirk has unique eyes. Even the gays are noticing this. Let me know in the comments if you agree with Mitch Snow that there is something unique about her eyes. There's one other interesting connection that I want to bring up. In my previous videos, I discussed an Arizona state senator named Jake Hoffman. He allegedly runs a marketing business out of a UPS store mailbox where Turning Point pays him millions of dollars. Something has always bothered me about this. His business is called 110 LLC. Does anybody else find that strange? I find it very unusual that you would call a marketing company 110 LLC. Obviously, it's referencing something, but what? Is it possible that 110 LLC is a secret code name referencing the 110th Military Intelligence Brigade that was performing operations out of Fort Huachuca? Wow. I think that Jake Hoffman needs to explain to all of us how he came up with the name 110 LLC. And it better be a good explanation, because there are way too many coincidences going on. To be fair, there is not enough evidence here to definitively say that anyone has committed a crime, but there are certainly a lot of red flags. I feel that we need a full audit of the funds at Fort Huachuca.
Right, yeah.
So that it was 8 days before Charlie Kirk was shot when he announced an internal audit because he saw all kinds of just, their anomalies, I guess would be the kind way to say it, in the finances. He didn't know where the money was going, where it was coming from. And there's a lot of money to be made. And really, Charlie Kirk was more useful to them as a dead martyr because his mouth was getting him into trouble alive. So that's why the first tweet you see from Trump is him and Bibi, him and Kirk hugging each other around the Israeli flag. And then Bibi comes out several times and says, "We didn't do it." What is happening?
So do you think Trump knew that this was a military clandestine assassination?
I think they've got Trump over a barrel for something, or Trump has people around him who are in such deep shit. Think about Ludnick. We've been covering him forever. Ludnick is basically his babysitter, walking him around everywhere, and Ludnick is all over the Epstein files.
Yeah.
And obviously Epstein is connected to military intelligence. I've got a clip here. We don't need to play it, but it's from one of the Epstein victims' testimony. Saying that it was actually Wexner who was intelligence. He had endless pits of money, and that Ghislaine was actually the most sadistic of them.
I can see that.
But they were both useful as, asset managers, so to speak, of the political and elite class,
Little bit.
Oh, boy. You want to pass it over to Kretsch, or do you got another clip? One last clip.
Yeah, did you see the clip of Newsom?
The one where he's basically calling black people dumb.
Yeah,
it's great. This is perfect.
Can we dig that one up real quick? Because I have the AI.
Let me see
backside of it. So let me see.
I can see by Newsom. I just typed into Twitter Newsom black. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I have it right here. I'll play it.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. And I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in.
Okay, but really, literally before that, he was talking to some white people, and this is what he said.
You've written a hell of a book, and I don't say that lightly. I went through it in a quick hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And trust me, I don't read very fast, but it reads at an unbelievable pace. It's so well written. And of course, it's so familiar because I felt a little bit adjacent to so much of the subject matter, but it's 18 chapters. It's an impressive piece of work.
So he seems to be pretty good at reading there. So, okay.
Yeah, and for people who never took I took an ACT, but the SAT goes up to 1,600. So he's halfway there, essentially.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you found that other clip because that was exactly what I was going to mention, but I didn't have that clip. But here, the internet is unstoppable. This AI stuff is out of control. Like those, I don't know if you've seen those videos with like Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves.
No, it's great. I love it.
It's crazy. I love these. The Seinfeld ones we talked about. That was so fun. So obviously Gavin Newsom gets himself into trouble because he's full of shit. And somebody made this. Low-hanging fruit, by the way.
That's what we do best. Load it up.
Basically one of you. I mean, I got a terrible credit score. Sometimes when I go to Red Lobster, I get up and leave without paying. You hear that fire alarm beep? Me neither. I like to talk loud in movie theaters. Love me some fried chicken. You know what I'm saying, brother? I got many baby daddies. I mean, baby mamas. I got many baby mamas. I just fought at a Waffle House last week, bruh. We hanging out at the barbershop every day, son. No cap. I keeps it real up in this biatch. You know, I'm basically one of you. I mean, I got a terrible credit score.
Yeah, the AI voice is so good. AI is so over the top right now. I found my new favorite AI model, but I'm not telling anybody. I can do anything I want in there. Secret model.
Well, for what? Video?
Video, image, research, everything. Everything. It's a black market Chinese. I got a Chinese guy on my computer.
There you go.
He does it all. Okay, Crash, it is your time to shine.
What's going on here? All right, well, we'll start with the story you tried to steal.
I do.
Walking all over my
I'm a story thief.
Let's see.
Now for today's news.
We've got a couple different versions of it. Let's start with this one. Okay. So I flagged this one because it's the sort of nonsense we talked about a few weeks ago when everyone started spinning up their Claude bots and all that stuff. And it's only a matter of time till some schmuck who has access to I don't know, what you call it, critical infrastructure, lights up stuff like this because it's more convenient.
Yeah.
And all sorts of bad news happens. So, yeah.
Here we go. Man accidentally gains control of 7,000 robot vacuums.
Oh, really?
Yes. Let's see here. This is a pretty long article. I guess you can get into it. Software engineers' earnest efforts to steer the new DJI robot vacuum with a video game controller inadvertently granted him a sneak peek into thousands of people's homes. While building his own remote control app, Sammy reportedly used AI coding assistant to help reverse engineer how the robot communicated with DJI's remote cloud servers. But he soon discovered that the same credentials that allowed him to see and control his own device also provided him access to live camera feeds, microphones, maps, and status data from nearly 7,000 other vacuums across 24 countries. The back-end security bug effectively exposed an army of internet-connected robots that, in the wrong hands, could have turned into surveillance tools, all without their owners even knowing. Holy moly.
By the way, why is it in the wrong hands?
They just get crazier and crazier.
I think more accurately be in any hands if he's able to get this amount of access with pretty minimal attempts.
Yeah, in the right hands, would somebody logging into my robot and vacuuming my house for me? Like,
what if that was the scene in Dark Knight Rising with Morgan
Batman
Freeman
controlling all the robots in order to pinpoint Bane or something?
He's got to shut this down because it's immoral. And Morgan.
Oh, I thought you
Freeman
meant that he was going to be spying on people through small robot vacuum cleaners that all move at about half a mile an hour.
I want to see like Batman controlling a swarm of these robot vacuum cleaners to take down Bane in the Joker. Give me control of the robot vacuums.
Cratchit. I am, because we know that Amazon and all these other guys are mapping out the rooms of your house and all that stuff. So he's basically, Batman would be. He understands where your lazy boy is.
Yeah. Yes. Well,
I know where your laundry is.
Lucky for Sammy, he chose not to exploit that. Instead, he shared his findings with The Verge, which quickly contacted DJI. So he didn't contact the manufacturer directly. This guy wanted some publicity. he wanted his name attached to this because the company probably just would have quietly patched this and not given him any recognition. So this guy is trying to improve his profile. The Verge quickly contacted DJI to report the flaw. While DJI tells Popular Science the issue has been resolved, the dramatic episode underscores warnings from cybersecurity experts who have long warned that the Internet of Connected Robots and other smart home devices presents attractive targets for hackers. Yes, it is. Very attractive. And this guy tweets out, I can confirm that DJI Global has finally fixed the huge vulnerability that they had on the servers. This vulnerability was discovered by the very skillful Sammy, as reported by DJI. I wonder what this guy does. I wonder if he really was trying to improve like his engineering creds. Yeah, he's got a GitHub. Yes, he's got a GitHub. He's got 10,000 followers. And so he in his Twitter, he's just called the vacuum guy now. So this guy's got a good sense of humor. And I'm on his Twitter right now. He's got 8 repos. And if you only got 8 repos and you just started, he started in 2025. So this guy he's nothing. He's not a coder. This guy's he's a non-coder. So okay. All right. Yeah, if you started your GitHub in 2024, 2025, I'm saying you're not a coder. You're not a coder. You're a poser, big time. All right. Let's see. Where's the fallout? Can the homeowners of this vacuum sue Cretchy? That's the real thing here. What kind of money is that?
But also, how many people willingly, to Joe's point, Amazon gathering all the stuff, how many people willingly upload all their stuff to the cloud because it's easier? They never change passwords on things. I mean, all their routers are on the default password that comes from Comcast or Spectrum or somebody. So it's probably pretty trivial to get into a lot of these systems.
I would imagine so. And with this AI being so pervasive, we're seeing it. It is outsourcing not just coding, but thinking and decision-making for a lot of what you would assume to be pretty competent and smart engineers. But they're definitely outsourcing a lot of their thought processes to this, and it's not good. So, all right, Cratchit. Well, a very concerning and troubling story, but let's see what else you have.
Breaking news is happening right now.
Let's stay with some AI nonsense.
Yes.
So here's some more AI nonsense. What happens when you give AI access to all your stuff and then get upset when it starts doing things that you didn't want it to?
Oh, okay. Well, AI tool OpenClaw wipes the inbox of Meta's AI alignment director despite repeated commands to stop. Executive had to manually terminate the AI to stop the bot from continuing to erase data.
Man, I got mixed emotions about this one.
Well, you would imagine that the person in charge of AI alignment might understand the dangers of just turning this thing loose on their inbox, but apparently not.
No, it'll manage my email. My password's password1.
Yes, well, the hype around OpenClaw is at a fever pitch. The open source AI agent that can be wired into a number of services is indirectly responsible for a shortage of Mac Mini computers. Did you know this, Joe? Like, Mac Mini is the hottest computer item right now because of this, even though you can run this thing basically on a shoebox.
Why Mac Mini is pretty good? Is it because of just the size, the shape? It's just a
Linux.
Cheap in its units.
Yeah. Joe's right. It's relatively cheap, and it is a stable Linux-based command. And the OpenClaw does not work as well on PC. So people were like, "What do I do? Buy a Mac Mini," and people went crazy.
I keep thinking
why it doesn't work on PC hardware.
It does. It's not as good. I rewrote it in PowerShell, and it just doesn't work as well because of basically it was engineered for using the Launch D process on Mac, and to do that over on PC, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it can run on Raspberry Pis. What I heard, but I keep trying to figure out how can I combine White Claw with Open Claw in some funny way.
You got to do it you got to launch a crypto coin based on that thought process, and you'll get some money.
Or an NFT. I'm drunk on Open Claw NFTs.
Well, the article goes on to say, like many other enthusiasts, you, the AI alignment person, had set up their Mac Mini and to run OpenClaw to do various tasks in the middle of having OpenClaw archive old emails from some accounts. She also asked to check this inbox too, and suggest what could be archived and what could be deleted. Don't do anything until I tell you. Well, Claw eventually started wiping that entire email inbox, which happened to be her personal email inbox. You ordered Claw to stop twice using different languages each time, eventually resorting to run to her Mac Mini and kill all relevant processes. In the aftermath, she asked Claw what happened, given that she had asked it to stop taking the action and to ask for approval before deleting anything. The bot was contrite, stating that she had the right to be upset and described what happened, saying it would add her request as a permanent rule. So it just decided to do it. It's like fire. It will look at the most relevant thing and just do that. It might not look at the latest message. It looks at the request at the very top. And it's like, oh, if this request is at the very top, I'm going to do that. And if it happens to get to the bottom where it says stop, it may or may not do that if it gets to it, But you told me to go through stuff and delete and archive, and I did that.
Yeah, step one was sort my email.
Yeah.
And then as part of that, it determined a bunch of it didn't need to be there. And if you yell at it at the end, it's like, well, all right, but I already did that.
Now, here's all your email. You want it? No?
Fuck them.
Yeah, hell with your inbox, You want these files? No?
Fuck them.
Oh, you want me to stop? Too late. Computer's broke.
Computer's broke.
That's what basically the LLM said in response is like, oh, I'm sorry. Computer's broke,
Computer's broke.
Try again. After this, regardless, many researchers reminded you of the perils of letting a non-deterministic machine like an LLM loose on important data due to the inherent limitations. Yeah, and considering that this person, I believe, was at Facebook. I think this is where she was.
Yeah, at Meta, yeah, and it was it's somebody who's like in the AI.
Yeah, she's in AI alignment. She's probably making, I'm guessing, minimum $300,000 a year. Minimum. She's she's a director, AI alignment director. I mean, she knows nothing about AI, probably. And
nobody knows anything about AI.
Well, I know enough to not let it go through my inbox. And
I think this is kind of the trailblazer stuff. Like, it's like the first person to ever do a loop-de-loop on a motorcycle.
It's awesome.
Kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like how many people died before they were able to figure that out.
Yeah,
hey, check this out.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, you got to push the limits. But if she got on Twitter, she'd already be looking at people that are pushing the limits. And she's basically trying to avoid going through her email inbox. I'm the same way. I got like 10,000 unread messages. I'm never going to get to them. To me, it's just a badge of honor.
Wait, you don't use inbox 0?
No.
Okay, let me propose the alternative: inbox bankruptcy.
Okay.
That's where you select everything on the first of the month, mark as read, archive.
Okay. Good. Okay.
By the way, I have an image here. Joe, I'm not sure if this is what you wanted or not. I have this image.
Oh, it's a Batman controlling an army of Zumbas, robot vacuum cleaners. I love it. Roombas, not Zumbas.
That's so good.
It's really nice.
I also have this image, which might have been closer. I wasn't sure which one you wanted.
I like his Morgan Freeman at a control panel monitoring everyone's Roombas. Very devious.
The minute the Joker tries to clean his living room, we got him.
We got him.
I love it. Yeah, he's got high ethical standards. He doesn't want any part of this.
That's good.
Wait for those things are going to go through and just clean anything they want. You can't stop them.
Yeah, man.
It'll be the cleanest city in the world.
Yeah. All right, Chris. See what else you got over there. Come on.
Oh, man.
Oh, let's see what we got here. I'm going to save this one. Oh, I forgot. We got this one. We got some follow-up news. We talked about this 3 shows ago. Discord, after jamming their foot in their mouth, and then immediately walking it back on the same day, is still trying to walk it back. I'm waiting for some of these guys to get fired.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, big hey yo to those guys. They're not doing so well. Let's see here.
And if I could summarize this entire article, which is like 37 pages long, if I could summarize this entire article in a couple of words, it would be: please stop canceling our paid Nitro service.
Yeah, the Nitro service, where for people not on Discord, but you really should join the OBDM Discord. Just go to obdmpod.com, and for as little as $1 a month, you can join the madness over there. And if you join over there, sometimes our server gets Nitro boosted, and that adds like little, stupid little GIFs or icons. It makes it a little bit more colorful, a little bit more friendly to use. And people can cancel that, and that's where they get their money from. So on Discord, this is from discord.com. And it's saying, getting global age assurance right. What we got wrong and what's changing. I built Discord because I wanted an easier way to hang out with my friends online, the same way I did growing up. Why didn't you just use what you had growing up? That's still true today. When I get off work, I hop on VC with friends, watch some of them spend hours raging at baby steps or jumping into arc raiders and befriend other players until something hilarious and memorable happens. These moments, the ones you can only get in games, are why Discords exist. Okay. And he goes, we missed the mark. Let me be upfront. We knew this rollout was going to be controversial. Anytime you introduce something that touches identity and verification, people are going to have strong feelings. Rightfully so. In hindsight, we should have provided more detail about our intentions and how that process works. Okay, he's trying to. This sounds like a lawyer's writing this thing now. Okay, so but the specific way age assurance works, the verification methods for compliance requirements, is being shaped by legislation already in effect in the UK and Australia, with Brazil quick to follow, and Europe and multiple U.S. states close behind. But building this ourselves, we can show regulators that it's possible to verify age without collecting identity. So we're going to beat you to it, lawmakers. Here's what it looks like in practice. For 90% of users, nothing changes. So nothing changes, Joe. Everything's fine.
Well, this is the same thing they said on the day this came out, and they were like, no, because and you could go get archive versions of these articles where it said, we need facial ID uploads from everybody. And then they walked it back and said, well, no, we're going to use magic inference technology and AI to determine your age, sort of thing. So you won't have to do it unless you just happen to be on a server that that has some like 18 plus naughty content or whatever. So all it takes is one person posting some naughty bits on there, and then everyone starts scanning your face in.
Most users never access age-restricted content or change their default safety settings. For those who do, we may have internal systems that work to accurately determine your age. How? Like you got like so Facebook built profiles for users never on Facebook, and so they knew who wasn't on their system. I wonder if Discord does the exact same stuff. So Discord already runs safety systems that catch spam rings, prevents raids, and detects coordinated abuse powered by our rules engine, which we have open sourced as Osprey for other platforms to use. Age determination works the same way, using the same category of account levels. Okay, signal. Okay. If you're among the less than 10% of users who do need to verify, we'll give you options designed
you bunch of preverts.
Designed to tell us only your age and never your identity. And if you choose not to verify, here's exactly what happens. You keep your account, your servers, your friends list, your DMs, your voice chat. The only thing that changes, you won't be able to access age-restricted content or change certain default settings designed to protect teens. Nothing else about your Discord experience changes. Well, they should have said this up front. This sounds like a rollback.
Well, and implied in there is if you try to access, because it says you can't access age-restricted content, all it takes is one post somewhere to flag an entire server as being, that's 18 plus, and boom, you're all out of it.
What is actually happening here?
I have no doubt that it is probably incredibly difficult to run a platform like Discord, build it, try to monetize it, and it's got to be, like, I'm sure the guy, Yeah, he created it one way, but then you have other investors. You have board members at this point. You have people wanting to make money and an immense amount of pressure that the original developer feels. And at this point, he's probably like, I just want to sell the thing and be done with it.
Right. The user base on Discord is massive compared to like Telegram and Signal and all those other guys. It's got to be nuts for people to come in and be like, we need to shut this down. Like, good luck.
I at this point, I like if I were in his position, it sounds like more of a headache to run this thing, and he's probably looking for a way to dip out ASAP. I wouldn't want to deal with it.
I didn't realize he was even still involved. I mean,
maybe he is just like as like a figurehead. Maybe I don't know if he's running it, but usually when things get this big, the original guy is no longer in charge. I mean, Facebook notwithstanding, I mean, Facebook somehow still has Zuckerberg at the helm, but things change very quickly at these companies. But I don't think Discord's done an IPO yet, and I think they're trying to get ready. This would be it.
And that was one of the discussions. Was a lot of this kind of positioning and age gating and all that stuff was to get in the good graces of a lot of regulations, especially in Europe, on more control over the type of content and who can access and all that stuff. I mean, because that's where you're getting this pissing match with Facebook on like, well, there's people under 13 on Facebook. How is this possible? So.
Yeah, this guy is just trying to limp this along to the IPO, and then he's out. That's where he's going to get his payday, and so he's trying to right the ship as best as he can. Get IPO, and then sell stocks, and he's done. He's going to retire. Like he wants to go game again. He's tired of this. I'm just making this up, but this is how I would feel if I were him.
Article 2 days ago, Discord IPO filing energizes 2026 markets.
There you go.
Whoops.
There you go. All right. Well, this is it kind of affects the OBDM family. I know there's a lot of people in the Discord not pleased with this. We have a Telegram backup, and we have a competitor to Discord called Root, which it seems all right. Seems okay, so we have backups. If not, we'll just go to ICQ. We'll go to AOL chat rooms. Let's go to AOL Messenger. You're going to go to AOL Messengers. Go to the OBDM chat room. Don't post anything.
Go back to Skype.
Yeah.
AOL keyword.
Skype's not around anymore, Joe. It closed down.
I know.
It's a Teams now, Joe. Use Teams.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Come on, Gretchen. Let's do it. We got to go.
They have the same birthday as Adolf Hitler.
Let's go with this one. Let's go into some goofball news here. We're gonna pick on some people.
All right.
Nibble my ear.
Heinz did they have a new condiment. I think this came out, I think it was last year. And they asked people to vote on the name. And of course, people came up with a name, which was, a clever portmanteau of two different words. And they ran into some problems over what that name means in other languages.
They had a name contest and we weren't involved. There's so many names we could call this thing.
It's Jeff Goldberg. That was number 2.
Yes, here is the headline here. Kraft Heinz acknowledges mayo chup. Am I saying that right? Mayo chup? Like a cross between like ketchup and mayo?
Ketchup and mayo, yeah.
Can have very different meanings.
Man, I got mixed emotions about this one.
Yeah, this name's horrible. Why would you call
it? To start with, yes, it's a bad name, but
Tom Pepper.
Isn't that's basically like the special sauce on a Big Mac?
Oh, yeah. It does look like that.
No, I think it really legit is the recipe.
Oh.
Well, and a lot of restaurants have what they call fry sauce, which is basically just this. So,
yeah.
Well, Kraft Heinz has acknowledged an unfortunate translation of its latest buzzy condiment of pre-mixed mayonnaise and ketchup that has reached Canada. Mayo chup, which crowdsourced the name, can mean something entirely different in some Cree dialects, according to linguists and Cree speakers. Who the hell speaks Cree?
Yeah.
Hey, in Canada, you are legally obligated to acknowledge that there might be someone who speaks Cree within 100 miles of you at any given time.
Is that a native language up there? I'm just not familiar with Cree. Arden Ogg, director of the Cree Literacy Network, said that around the community of Moose Factory in northern Ontario, the name can be heard as shitface. All right. Hey, hand me some of that shitface over there. I got some fries I got to finish up.
My favorite sauce.
It is. I love shitface sauce. Yeah, it's great.
You piece of shit?
No, shitface. This happens to match a very vulgar English idiom for extreme drunkenness. So it begins to be used that way, at least around Moose Factory. Which is it drunkenness or shit-faced? I guess shit-faced is the same thing. You're shit-faced.
You're mayo chipped.
Yeah, you're mayo chipped. She said mayo sounds like the word the word miwi in Cree, which means feces, while the second half sounds like I, which in parts of northern Ontario is also used to mean face. Heinz spokesperson Michael Mullen said the company has heard of the translation, which has caused a stir on social media. Well, Michael Mullen, you need to be fired right now. Get on Twitter. We need a Twitter campaign to get this guy fired. Quote, we have heard about the unfortunate translation of Mailchup in Cree, and the only thing we want our consumers, whichever dialect of Cree they speak, to have on their face this summer is our newest condiment, mashup. Okay. They're saying they're not changing the name. You're going to eat shit face and like it.
At a certain point, you just wait out everyone who speaks that language.
Yeah. In fact, you're banned. We're not going to ship you this. MailChimp hit the U.S. shelves last year after a viral Twitter campaign. I don't know. Did it go viral, Gretchen? I don't know if it did.
It's the worst crowdsourced name ever. Like, the crowd couldn't come up with anything better.
Were the Israelis promoting this with $3,000 a post? I don't know. They could be.
But speaking of which, Joe, in our Twitch chat, face to the screen says Ketchenase is a better name.
Maybe.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That makes sense. The creation
feels like an active condiment. Like, I'm gonna Ketchenase. I need Ketchenase. There's like an ad campaign built in.
It looks like there's just under 100,000 speakers of Cree. So only 100,000 people might be right off the bat like offended if they're reaching for this. So I guess that's some good news on that front, right? We're not offending a lot of people, just a few.
That's some good news on that front.
Who cares?
It's like the trans activism. It's like what? 1% of the population, and we're all worried about
it's far less. It's like a quarter of 1%. It's far less.
Yeah.
Well, I would say this is some good news, Gretchen. This is some good news. Finally, we have good news. Now, give us one last story to get us out of here. Come on.
Oh, let's see. Do you want this one's timely about the Olympics, or we go to one about you mentioned Gavin Newsom's inability to read, or maybe he's a great reader. We don't know. So we have a reading related story.
No,
Olympics, or you want reading?
I guess Olympics.
You understand this better than anybody does.
It's very timely. We can't do Olympics
video.
news for too much longer.
It's true. Yeah. This one does have a video of the act in question.
Okay. I'll read the headline here. This is going to be a good headline. I can feel it. Winter Olympics. Canadian man chainsaws TV in viral meltdown video after historic U.S. hockey gold.
Oh, really?
It sounds like somebody who speaks Cree would do something like this. But I don't know. Yes, a video going viral on social media shows a Canadian man going full chainsaw on his television, which goes against all common stereotypes portraying the Northern American country citizens as exceptionally polite and loving. Not when it comes to hockey. We know that. I mean, that's just kind of like a stereotype that's true. This clip widely circulating on X appears to prove that another popular cliche highlighting their hockey obsession may have trumped all other such conceptions about Canadians. Yes, I would imagine so. Let's see this thing. This guy chainsaw his TV. That's what we want to see. That's what we're here for.
It's also worth noting when he hit that with the chainsaw at first, that TV kept working.
Yeah, it was pretty good TV. What kind of TV is that? An LG?
I don't know, but I kind of want that TV. Just in case you happen to whack it with a chainsaw, it keeps right on going.
I can't see what kind of TV it was. They don't make the logos very big on the side anymore. It's not like a Magnavox.
It's a magnet box.
Oh, I might see it. I might see it. It might be a Sony. It's a Sony.
Sony, yeah.
Sony, they make great TVs. There's no doubt about that.
So if you live in a house where someone periodically attacks your TV with a chainsaw, you want a Sony.
Yes. Your family and friends will love you for it. All right, people.
So this guy, and we've seen video like this in the past where someone loses a Super Bowl or somebody, a bowl game, somebody punches the TV or whatever. But
yeah. Okay. It's a standard reaction. These are sports fans. They care about this.
They're very rational.
They're measured.
And it looks like they're watching it in a log cabin.
Yeah, there's a lot of Canada going on in that photo there.
Very Canada photo or video right there.
Oh, praise God, the rapture's around the corner.
Yeah, that's right. Rapture's around the corner, people. No better time to join OBDM. Go to obdmpod.com, ourbigdumbout.com. Join the madness. Join the Patreon. Or you can just donate. And we'll do a big drawbridge of donations and thank some people on Saturday. And by the way, I think we're like one of the last podcasts that don't run ads. Like, there's no ads. If you hear ads on this podcast, they're not coming from us.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
We're poor.
Yes, we are poor is what Joe is saying. Like, we make no money.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
Candace gets ads. And she says all kinds of shit. So I don't think it's out of the question. We're going to be shilling for, some underwear company or some tobacco group or something.
I'll sell tobacco. Give me a cigarette. I'll sell
Sheath underwear. You need it.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
I do need some new underwear.
Get another vaccine.
Yeah. What about whatever happened to all those mattresses people used to hawk?
I think
they still do it.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Sleep. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't listen to these podcasts.
But what I'm trying to say is, people, is that we don't run ads probably for a very specific reason. And that reason is we don't like them. But we do like you. We like you more than ads. And I think hopefully people.
Chips is one.
What's that?
Masa chips. They've been getting around on the ad circuit.
Bananas with rice.
Tucker, Candace. I don't think
bananas with rice is
good. Can we get sponsored by Bananas with Rice?
Banana and rice.
I think we should.
Okay.
Stan took a picture of banana milk and put that in this.
That sounds good. I like banana milk.
The bananas and rice.
I don't know how you milk a banana, but I'll try.
If you can milk a banana, you can milk a chicken.
You can totally milk the chicken, and why aren't you?
That's what we'll be doing later on tonight. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Cratchit. Shablagoo.
Yeah, goodbye.
Keep watching the skis. The X-Files are back, maybe.
Yes, let's do it. Listen, I'll make a cappuccino. I'm very, very
Good
sorry.
night.
I didn't mean to kill your brother.
Sorry, I apologize.
I made a mistake.
You
patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it. Well...
That's about all. Shablagoo. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
Well, now you know the rest of the story.
Now suck on this.
Under pressure.